What? What? Okay. All right.
All right.
Oh,
Well, and the worst part is there's no overlay or anything like that right now, so everybody just sees this as long as it's actually
it's
working.
fine. Overlays are like frosting.
Well, and the other bad part is though, is like, ooh, wait, I can at least do the intro though,
Yeah.
because
So as long as you can do the main mechanical stuff, then don't get so caught up on things like frosting. Also, do you want to see my riffs character?
Oh, hold on. Hey, look, there we go. We can pause it too. Isn't that cool? That's kind of a fun way to do it. So yeah, there we go. Let's see if all this is working.
You want to see my riffs character?
Your riffs character? Yeah. What do you get for your riffs?
For JT's, this is what I'm going to be doing right before your show, so I won't be able to rumble raid you.
Oh, it makes me sad.
Sorry. Oh, that's not the right image. Bitch, that's not correct.
That's what she said.
Yep.
Oh, good. There we go. We're live.
Oh, that's her normally. This is her when she fucks up and she's trying to use her arbor.
Oh, you're sending me shit on Discord. Okay. I was like, what the fuck are you saying?
Where else can I show it?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know if you were gonna like share screen or something like that. Whoa, that's fucking hot.
Yeah, so
yeah, that's fucking hot. I love it.
Do you
so
like
what's the second picture?
Do you like the blue one?
Yeah, what's it supposed to like represent?
All right, so don't keep this under your hat, but she's actually was born synthetic, so she was grown in a vat.
Oh.
So she's an artificial person, and with the whole thing with the cybernetics is what she is. They abscond from all that shit. Their technology, which they're basically Jedi, what they do is they have like a nanotechnology, not a cyber technology. So it's like organic.
Right.
So when she's trying to use her armor and shit like that, this is what kind of happens. It looks like vestigial or whatever it's called.
Right.
That skin condition. So it's always moving and not setting properly because it's the synthetic part of her being fighting against the organic part of her training.
Fucking nice. That's pretty fucking cool then.
So JT went over and AI arted all of this, and it became a whole thing of like him showing me something like, well, maybe it should be more like this.
Right, and just kind of keep fucking with it back and forth. Yeah, that's normally how that shit goes. That's fucking funny. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then he gave me that picture, and I'm like, I want her to look more skimpy. So then I went over and gave her like an extra, like I gave her the 2 shorts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could actually do more stuff. Wait a minute. I know Photoshop a little bit. Let's add in more shit.
Well, and one of those things too is once you start playing with some of those AI programs, it's just a matter, it's basically just trial and error. You know what I mean? Is really what it comes down to. You just got to spend a couple hours dicking with shit. And the worst part is it gets addictive really quickly. I'll do that. I'll just like go on there, try to like screw with something. And then like next thing I know, it's 45 minutes later and I'm like 75 different like versions down. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh shit. I got other things I got to do.
It's worse with music because I did Suno and I got a $50 gift card. I'm like, I'm going to attach this to my Suno and I'm just going to just keep going. And then I got drunk one time. I'm like, I gotta write a power music for my one character I really love. And it turned into like 50 different songs of different iterations.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh, excuse me. That's fucking hilarious. That is absolutely fucking hilarious.
I do see what you mean, but because I am a subscriber of Shadiversity, I do understand what he means by it, where you use it as a core concept to get somewhere, and then you modify it afterwards. So it's not a complete fixer.
No, because I mean, if anybody that's ever messed with it, like it's, I mean, obviously it's getting better, and there's going to be a point where it's practically going to be perfect from the get go, but you're still always going to want to dick with it. You're still always going to want to adjust it, but it's great concept stuff for like anybody out there that's like most of us broke. You know what I mean? And we're like, trying to get it to where it just works, and sometimes that's all you can do.
And not
You know what
everyone
I
could
mean?
hire an artist, and they were never
Right?
going to purchase an artist. So it's not really taking work from artists, except if artists wanted to take a lower paycheck. So,
Mhm.
eh.
Yeah, and it's
Um,
fine. But
it does remind me though, because I did see AI art fucking up, and it's always like it's always a little bit funny, because it's always like these picturesque, beautiful things, but it's like this woman has like a fucking arm splitting out of her ribs
right.
or chest or something. It made me want a horror game where
Oh yeah.
the monsters were made up of where AI art fucked up. And so it's like your own perfect self.
Well, you could do like a whole backstory on that too. Because have you ever seen any of the lore behind like the ink dot one? Though it looks like a little Mickey Mouse kind of character, but it's like an ink dot kind of thing, and like it was like a messed up twisted version of like the Walt Disney story, like where the guy found like this ink blot machine where he could actually make the creatures that he drew come to life, and so it was all in like that old black and white Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie style.
Oh.
Yeah, and so like there's all this messed up lore behind that, and like you can do the exact same kind of style of thing, like where the guy's driven insane by this power that he creates, and like people die, and it's like it's absorbing souls, but like you could do the same thing. It's like, but it's fucked up AI images brought to life in the real
I
world,
was
just
thinking
like
of
that
something
one did.
different. I was thinking more of like a Dead Space sort of thing where it's actually
Mm,
people. It would be such a weird horror thing to try and pull off where it would be how I would imagine it. And sorry, I'm eating time now.
you're good.
Um, it would be if it was a like a cruise ship, like like a lovely place, like very sunny, very bright, very picturesque. And it would be like, you can become your best self here. You can go through all this rejuvenation program, surgery, no worries. We can go over and give you all the cosmetics you could ever want. Become your better self at like sanctuary cruises. And then you would get there, and it's all of this like weird, fucked up things where the bodies, they're very proportional. It's just like it's a couple torsos that have been tied together, and it would be like beautiful but horrific all at the same time. A very unique body horror, because usually with body horror they go very a grotesque route to
Right.
to freak you out. But this would be like everything fits, but it's not right, and it's everyone's crazy, and then you would have to figure out what the fuck was going on and how this happened and to escape.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it would end up coming down to, and that's kind of the fun. That would be fun. Yeah, like it would easily. That wouldn't take much to turn that into a horror story, and I think that would be a lot of fun. And anybody out there with like a halfway decent brain out there and a little bit of skill could have a lot of fun with that one. I mean, they're already doing like all the crazy Winnie the Pooh things and everything else. It's like, why not go ahead and bring in the horrors of AI art? So
Because it like what I was really thinking of is the lighting. It would be kind of like not it would be kind of like in the same way Tremors approaches horror, because Tremors is one of the few horror movie franchises where it happens in the daytime. So I'm picturing this very much like near lens flare, bright, very pretty lighting
okay,
with
okay,
everything.
Jar Jar.
Shut up.
The
But
fucking Darth Dave thinks like Neighbor Boy in Toy Story, like
oh,
Sid, like fucking
oh
Sid,
god, that
Sid's
would be
toys.
that would be the perfect. Well, it reminds me of a thing because of if you don't know anything about South Korea, there's a whole bunch of plastic surgery going down there because they're trying to achieve perfection in South Korea, and
Oh
there's a
wow.
lot of girls there doing that shit. And if you look at American past, they do that a lot. They still do it now. People go over
Mhm.
and change their face and mutilate their face all the time to try and achieve something better than what you were already equipped with.
What's her face from freaking The Boys? Oh,
Oh, like, and the funniest thing is that sometimes when you're altering yourself through these massive and major surgeries, you make yourself less unique and less beautiful. I think it's not Molly Ringwald. It was the chick who was in Dirty Dancing.
mm, some
Like
baby or whatever.
baby. Don't know the actress's name, but she had like
Mm.
she was Jewish. She had a Jewish nose, and she went over and had it she got a nose job done, and instantly she wasn't as attractive anymore because it was that very unique flaw that was unique to her, and that
Right. It
made
made
her
her
face.
distinct. It made her distinct. And then after she had it done, she just looked like every other blonde in Hollywood at that point. And it was like, what's the point? Or brunette, yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's just like that's kind of the thing. That's why that's why it's like you see a lot of these people with like distinct features, and like some of that stuff gets them their roles forever and ever. And it's like if you changed any of that to look better, quote unquote, it's like, well, yeah, you lose everything at that point. You lose your actual distinctness, what made you stand out in the crowd, that made that director see you, or that casting director see you before he saw everybody else,
Mm-hmm.
So
a quintessential piece of that is actually the guy who directed The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. He would actually look for weird looking people. You'll see the No Leg Soldier. He's like, you are going to be in my movie instantly. Like, I think he wasn't even supposed to be no legged. But there was an actor who tried out. He didn't have any legs. I'm like, you're in. Absolutely,
yeah.
You're in.
Yeah, see, and it's stuff like that. You just never know what's gonna make your hit. It's like my wife and I have been watching like Charmed lately, and because they've got them all
a lot of
on
people
demand.
are doing that apparently.
Well, it's all on Pluto on demand. So as long as you don't mind watching a few ad breaks like what you would watch on YouTube, then it's not that bad, and you can watch it all for free on demand and in order and pause it and everything else. And so, but some of the characters, some of the guys out there, specifically, like you could tell they hired them because they look like they'd be demons. You know what I mean? Like some of these guys look like they'd be demonic. They are some funny looking dudes. So yeah. We're still doing like the fucking bullshit. We'd normally be behind a background, but I'm broke right now and I can't afford the StreamYards because YouTube and Rumble payday hasn't hit yet. So hi, Grant.
Hello.
Feel free to jump in on the topic of plastic surgery whenever you feel like it.
I thought we were talking about demons.
Well, that too. Yeah.
Plastic surgery, horror
distinct
genre, or demons.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you need to do a movie about all three. It's a demonic possession through the plastic, surgery that changes people into,
Or it changed the surgeon first, and then he decided to spread the love.
Whoa.
No, because the surgeon is in fact Dr. S. Ayton. So yeah, there's a bit of a hint there in the name. So
well, you could pull a little bit from BioShock if you remember that stage where they went through this surgery pavilion, where he's like trying to make beauty, and that's why a lot of people are disfigured, is because
he was like in BioShock 3 where you turn out to be the bad guy.
Fuck off, BioShock 3. Fuck off, BioShock 2.
Are we the baddies?
Oh God, BioShock 3 was the dumbest fucking thing in the world, and deserves to burn in a fucking fire.
You're the bad guy hunting yourself because you lost a finger when you lost the little girl who grows up to be a bigger girl, who then goes back in time and drowns you and removes you from all realities, therefore removing the fact that she was kidnapped. But then you go back to BioShock 1 at the end of the game.
It's so
a different
stupid.
Character.
Like
I'm so glad I never got into those games because they looked really cool, and it sounds like they went retarded on that story, and I'm glad I avoided it.
It's a good game.
Play BioShock 1.
The bed.
BioShock 1 is great because BioShock 1, the whole premise of like this guy, this very rich philanthropist, he goes over and takes the cream of the crop, the best of the best, and invites them to come to his underwater city called Rapture. And eventually you see what happens when you take the best of the best and put them in a tiny capsule at the bottom of the fucking ocean. It doesn't work out.
They're not sending their best.
Oh, well, it was kind of their best. Well, also with the whole thing with Rapture was people seeking redemption slightly and then repeating their mistakes.
Because who would have ever guessed it?
Because this is
but they had opera and booze, so it was good.
Oh.
Fuck it, that's all I need. I mean, shit, you had me at booze, so.
And also there's a guy in there that you would like. He's called Big Daddy.
I've heard. I know of the I am your humble common nerd. I know I'm a jack of all trades. I know about BioShock. I've just never played the games.
It's a very fun game. I do like they go into concepts of like, is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow, and they delve out into the kind of situation you go into when you don't have government regulation for certain things like booze. And because there's there's a fun little codex conversation. You can get type recorders and slam it in there, and one person's just like, he's just bitching about like he's watering down his booze, and the guy's like, "Oh, I could have just grabbed it right from the ocean. You're lucky it's distilled, motherfucker." So it's a great commentary amongst you diving around and stabbing things and fighting things off as everyone's blitzed out of their fucking minds. BioShock 1 I highly recommend. BioShock 2 is kind of garbage. BioShock 3 is retarded as fuck.
Just the first one.
BioShock 3 is probably the best game up until the last third.
Oh yeah.
Sounds about right.
It has a much stronger opening. It's a much more visually stunning game in comparison to BioShock 1. One's bathed in darkness, one's bathed in light. Game revolves. It's very heavy-handed when it comes to the idea. It's like, oh, you're drinking alcohol and it's changing you because that's literally how you get your power-ups and your different things. You take a vial or something, you gain a bit of confidence, and then you can throw fireballs out your hand, or you can, swing really fast.
Yeah.
Or you can shoot the rocks popular because I hated them.
I didn't like a lot of I like the commentary of 1 because everyone was a fucking bad guy. Everyone was a dickhead in one way, shape, or form. 3, it just felt like kind of how GTA does political commentary, where it's just it's hackney as fuck. It didn't feel right. It felt childish.
He has turned into a televangelist, not because he believes, but because when he was in the past, there was a televangelist.
Yeah, it's just
it. That's literally it.
That's wild.
And just the whole like with BioShock 3's BioShock Infinity, because it goes into the multidimensional thing, that they would introduce multidimensional and then be so stilted and so restricted, fucking drove me up the goddamn wall. I was so annoyed where it's just like, well, you have to die. That way all the bad guys will also die. So it's like, there's infinity. You can have a lot of good guys too. Why is there
for an infinite realities? They only focused on 3 or 4 certain things in each of them. So also, she sticks her 2 fingers into the air and rips open a space vagina to go through.
Yeah, so
Nice.
she's a
Very
ultimate
progressive.
lesbian.
Yeah,
very progressive.
It's unfortunate because she's a much better character than he is.
Well,
she's the best wingman. Because she actually gets proper story and development. He sees all these wondrous things, and we're still going to believe that this is the guy that's going to grow up to.
Like one thing I wanted, because you have to go into another universe because of X, Y, and Z reasons, and you have to have a genetic lock to get unlocked. It was the graveyard, I believe, correct?
Something
there was a There was a graveyard portion where they had a genetic lock, and Elizabeth tried it and it didn't work. So your guy doesn't try it yet because of spoilers. What I really wanted in the past was for him to go into alternate dimension and get his wife, who was dead in the universe you were in, but then you would find her. I'm talking about Comstock's wife.
Seeing though it's such a major hang-up for the character, yeah,
it would have been great to go over and see her and have that occurring, and that would be a universe where he died. So it's just like, no, you're not here. Comstock was here, so she married him and not you, motherfucker. But yeah, it's more just I got really upset because it was just such a.
Oops. Didn't mean to start it. There you go.
Tell me to shut the fuck up. Finish my thought. They gave you infinity and they never really embraced the concept properly. Like one thing that would have been a very funny thing to do is to pick the tryhard family. That would be the shopkeep for everything. Oh no, he left. Oh no, he left too. Anyways. I'll stop talking. We can just
finish your thought, woman.
One thing that I thought would have been funny because you have infinity upon infinities is to have a tryhard family that would be the sellers for everything, and they would be the sellers for everything. They would go to different dimensions and grab them from wherever their passions lie. Whereas like we're the family of the awesome booze thing. We're also the family of this. We're also the family of that. And you would show infinity through that, where it was just, through happenstance and Discord, this one family became a lucrative business for like shoes and other sorts of produce and other sorts of stuff to sell. And all the sellers would basically be the same family, just from different universes, if that makes sense.
In the heart of the cosmos, where time and space collide, the Doctor and his TARDIS forever to glide. From the streets of London to...
This is the wrong one. Hold on. That's the wrong fucking one. That's the really old one. That's not the right video. Hold on. Give me a second. Sorry, boys and girls. Waiting on YouTube payday, right? YouTube and Rumble payday right now. So we don't have our fully upgraded normal version of StreamYards right now. So I've got to do things a little bit different. I got to figure out where the hell is it? That's not the right one. It's probably in here. There we go. This should be the right one. Let's try this.
The heart of the
Here we
cosmos,
go.
where
Bye.
time and space collide. The Doctor and his TARDIS forever to glide. From the streets of London to the far edges of space, with Rose, Martha and Donna, through time they chase. Daleks in their fury, Cybermen steel and cold. The mysteries of Bad Wolf, stories untold. To the planet of New Earth and the fires of Pompeii. Through the shadows of the vast and the they find their way. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show where the universe was at their command, Jesse, the common nerd with a vision so bright, guiding through the episodes into the night. The maiden sunker with insights to unveil, and Mr. Grant Gregory with lore to irrigate. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show, a day universe was at their command. From the Battle of Canary Wharf to the end of time, where heroes and legends in their prime. A Sakarak's invasion and the last Dalek stand, with the Doctor at Kobe and undone. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show, a day universe was at their command. From the Battle of Canary Wharf to the end of time, where heroes and legends in their prime.
So, all of time and space, everything that ever happened or ever will, where do you want to start?
Hi, guys. How are we doing tonight? It's just with the common nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things 33 comments and sleds. And welcome to When Who Was Good, boys and girls. Our Sunday evening palate cleanser for all the insanity going on out there in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we left you on a cliffhanger last week. This week we have Flesh and Stone, because last week we had such a wonderful, wonderful time watching a couple of great episodes of some of our new stuff. We had Victory of the Daleks and Time of the Angels, which, of course, Time of the Angels was a two-parter. And because our dear, sweet Sunker Maiden now has an early bedtime, we couldn't get through it. So we left you with a cliffhanger. So everybody's surrounded by angels. They're in a dark cave. The lights are going out. The doctor's screwed and nobody knows what to do. It should be exciting. It should be exciting. But to help me do that and so much more before we say hi to all of you beautiful, fabulous folks out there in the chat, my BioShock expert, Sunker Maiden. How are you, dear? What are you up to?
Hello, sweetie. Hi. Sorry, didn't mean to go on a rant, but I'm feeling very well. I usually go into rants like that because I always get pissed off when I see a potential of something that has a lot of potential and just fucks itself 10 ways from Sunday. Which thankfully Doctor Who is not doing, at least New Who. New Who is another story, but
Disney Who.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I just got about a session 0 for Riffs, so we did an unrecorded, just getting to know you, getting to know the UI, and having a little role play just to go over and figure out how our characters going to mesh together, which I do very much appreciated that. So we just got out of that.
Good. I'm glad you had a good time with that. Mr. Grant Gregory, my dear friend, how are you, our Who expert, our Whovian expert?
Hello. Yeah, so on the cliffhanger, and I agree that there's a lot of shitting the bed this season. Great concept with shitting the bed. I agree. No, I thoroughly agree with that assessment. And I went through each episode and ranked them because another show that we're currently up to season 5 ranking the episodes, and the consensus was I liked the episode but the ending sucked. And then it just kept going and going. I'm like, this is so repetitive. I'm just like, oh, this might be the most exciting / disappointing season ever when you think about it, like for the first 30 minutes of each episode.
Oh, Grant, just going shitting all over our fun right from the beginning. Just
no,
right
as I said, I do enjoy the season, but if you love something, you can't be afraid to point out things that it does wrong.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
That's true. That's why we always yell at Sunker and make her feel uncomfortable. It's great.
Well, it's to keep her ego so she actually still hangs out with us instead of going off with all of her OnlyFans friends.
When you guys go over, I would prefer someone to go over and point out when I'm being a jackass versus someone who's just like, no, you're fine. No, don't worry about it.
We always point out.
Don't worry, son. Have another bottle. You'll be right.
Yeah, you're right. Just down the neck.
I'm doing far.
Wow, that's exactly what you get for that. I think the last time we've seen you do something like that, the back of your head ended up having a nice little lump on the back.
Well, that was back when I was in the time of whiskey and bad medication. So
yeah, exactly. It was good times. Holy shit. All right, boys and girls, let's say hi to all you beautiful, fabulous folks out there in the shit. What?
Mr. Grant Gregory, fucking congrats.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice. All right. We're going to get into this. We're going to say hi to all you beautiful, fabulous folks out there in the chat, and then we're going to get things started. Making take traces of seafood. Oh, when the Spanish girl boss murder babes were good stream. Also, hi, Sunk. What's up, seafood? To that game. What's up, seafood? Madhouse Retro says, hey, all getting some food together. All right, there you go. Got to get your munchies ready. This eccentric. What's going on, buddy? Glad you made it in as well. Bees in the chat. Yes, bees. Yep, and that's right. Remember, we moved to the Rumble to watch the shows. Jump over to the Rumble. If you're on YouTube, make sure you jump over to the Rumble because Rumble understands what fair use is and YouTube's bots don't. And the last thing we need is more copyright claims. I finally got all those cleaned off of my thing, and hopefully my algorithm will be okay now because holy cow, that hurt. So yeah, we're not playing those games anymore. So definitely jump over to Rumble. And as a friendly reminder, boys and girls, this is a fan-funded show. So if you'd like to help support the channel, direct donations are one of the wonderful ways to do that. Yeah, like if anybody can send me $50 tonight, I could get StreamYard's thing straightened up. But yeah, anybody wants to do that, check those out. We can do all those kind of fun things. And I will be playing the Get Common Nerdstone game as usual, because until we're not doing shot stuff again until season finales. Well, that's that way we can space all that out and we'll be good about those kind of things. So $50 donations, I'll eat a gummy. $20 I'll do dabs on stream, and $5 I'll do a cart hit. So yeah, check all of that stuff out. Thank you guys so very much. You are the grease between our gears, keeping this machine running. Yes, let's go, Matt Smith. Absolutely, Madhouse Retro. Host with the moist. Yeah, that would be Sunker. Yeah, host with the most. Yeah, see, Sunker. Exactly. Moist. Exactly. Mars Monkey Max. What's up, Max? Good to see you, buddy. Yes, hopefully the horse. I think the flying horse sounds great. When does the show begin? Right now.
Sorry.
It's always something ridiculous. Shadow Warden 99, another one of our fine channel supporters. Good to see you, my friend, over there on Rumble. Good to see you. Yep, side-by-side video. Oh, wow. Okay, there you go. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. Grim, a.k.a. Anvac. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, Bubba.
If you guys also would like to know, Anvac will be a part of the Rifts game. So he's one of the other players. He brings out a character I've had a lot of fun with in a private game. So
giggity. Well, and Anvac's hilarious. Have you guys ever been there when Anvac was playing like video games with us on stream? Like that boy is nuts. It's hilarious. Your average Richard nerd. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Oh no, one of Shadow Warden's tweets got caught in between. I think on the indie author, they may have already written a novel like that. Probably so, this eccentric. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I tagged Sucker, but she hasn't chatted in the chat. Yeah, it's a fuck her. There you go. That's right. Instagram pics with big eyes are freaky. It's true. Just to make her squirm, hail to the beautiful Sunker maidens. Yes, hail to the gorgeous Sunker maiden. Make her all uncomfortable. Rest in peace, Starlight. You were once pretty, but you had to fuck up your face with plastic surgery. That is right. All right, just make sure I don't miss anybody. Oh, you canceled your Disney Plus tonight. Congratulations, Mars. You save a little money. Yeah, Aaron Moriarty. Yep, that's right. That's right. We're using Bioshock objectivism gone wrong. Yep. Hey, Streamlabs bot. There you are. John Washburn. What's up, John? Good to see you, my friend. Says, hey, all. John's a good friend of the channel. Good to see you, buddy. Optimistic Realizer. What's up, buddy? Look at that shiny. Look at that beautiful toothy grin. Did you rip that off of somebody's LinkedIn profile picture? Oh, my gosh. Era Dark Cuggus. Hey, I like that profile picture. Very nice, man. Good to see you, Era.
Fight.
I hope you join us over on Rumble. I love it. That's great. Yeah, she should be.
I'm sorry, Chad.
No,
I feel bad because I'm like, I have my rail and I'm going to write it.
Giggity. Hojo! I've never watched Doctor Who. I've always intimidated. No, come on in. It's fine.
Come on in. Sorry.
The water's fine. Bedtime story with Sunker Maiden. I'll have sweet dreams tonight. Oh, giggity. All right. Dead Punk Gage. What's up, buddy? Hey, dude. How are you? Good, buddy. How about yourself? About to have a good time. About to watch some Doctor Who when Who was good. So yeah, there you go. I did rip it off. I know I'm too professional looking for Rumble. It is. It's way too professional looking for Rumble. It's way too professional looking for Rumble. I love it. All right, boys and girls. So we're going to give you a little tease at the beginning of the episode, just a little beginning. And then you need to jump over to Rumble because, Rumble understands fair use and YouTube doesn't. So if you'd like to join us for our Doctor Who stream this evening, we're going to give you a little tease and then we're going to cut off YouTube. So here you go, boys and girls. Flesh and Stone.
That's it.
And I mean, that's really all you need. River songs in this episode. What more could you possibly need, boys and girls? Let's be completely honest here. Oh no, wrong button. There we go.
Oh, as a side note, I liked when you went over and bit Amy's hand to get her out of it.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was smart. That was a wise decision. So, all right, boys and girls, we're taking Rumble off. We're taking YouTube off. Bye, YouTube. I love you, but we want to watch it. We want to watch when Who was good and not just rant about when it was bad. So bye bye.